Yo, whoa, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive. Pretty guys, week 4 of the WBE. The Minnesota Vikavolts are taking on the Aussie Gliders and Coach ZoeTwoDots. Zoe actually DM'd me and said, make sure you pronounce it Aussie, not Aussie. Aussie Gliders, Zoe, I got you. This is gonna be an epic week 4 showdown. If you guys saw the team breakdown, you know, it's in the description. If you didn't see it, you should see why we're bringing this awesome team here. Tara is looking to do some damage this week, let me tell you guys. Hit that like button down below if you guys enjoyed the WBE, and I know you guys do. So let's smash that like button. We got my man Monaloa, my girl Monaloa ready to rock as well. The turn back turtles are back, baby. They're there together, turtling around. Why does my whole team just look like a bunch of turtles, apparently? We're ready to rock, guys. Hit that like button, sub if you're new, of course. And I still have some Vikavolts shirts available, guys. Vikavolts.com, the exclusive gold foil design. Only 200 of them ever made. There's still a handful of them left, so make sure you grab one if you haven't done so yet. Seriously, support your Vikavolts. Otherwise, let me know in the comment section below who your favorite turtle is, and I'm gonna get connected to Zoe. I think that's good. I think we could just start the battle at this point. Let's get throwing down, showing down. Let's do it. Let's try to pick up a win and get our 3rd win in a row. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay. Oh, dude, yeah. All right. So, full sun strats. No Mimikyu. Shift Tree as well, though, and Chandelure. No Gastrodon. Glad I brought Blastoise. I think Blastoise actually has an okay matchup. Lapras, Torkoal, no Appleton either. Togedemaru, okay. All right, so Lapras, Togedemaru, Shift Tree, Torkoal, Lilligant, Chandelure. Turtonator looks so good in this game. Turtonator actually looks insane. I'm gonna do what I said I was gonna do, man. We're gonna do Togekiss and Rhyperior as my lead. I'm gonna bring Turtonator in the back, and I'm gonna bring Ninetales in the back. I think Ninetales is really strong in this match as well. That's my plan. I'm sticking to it. There is some instances where this is really rough for me, though. Lead Lilligant hitting Sleep Powders, very annoying. Chandelure plus Togedemaru, very, very difficult for me to deal with. Just because he could fake out like Togekiss and then just go after Rhyperior, and that's a little tricky. So there are some instances where this match is like not easy peasy, but if I get the lead right, and you know this lead is as good as I think it can be on turn 1, then we can really take an early lead. Lapras can be a bit annoying if it's Assault Vest. I gotta say, like, Chandelure plus Togedemaru are very scary, though. I tend to think that, like, Torkoal plus Lilligant, though, is a very likely lead, or, like, Torkoal plus Shift Tree. But either way, Togekiss is so good in those scenarios. It's just not good against the Togedemaru Fake Out lead, because it can obviously Fake Out, Zings Out, things of that nature. So in those situations, I may have to, like, max out of the Choice Band. So just don't lead Togedemaru. Shift Tree, Chandelure. Okay. So it's actually not bad. That's actually not bad for me. I don't see why I don't click Follow Me Earthquake, because even Shift Tree taking an Earthquake here is going to do a lot. I guess the question is, do I Earthquake or do I want to go for the Rock Slide? Earthquake is going to 2-shot. Rock Slide has a chance to do a little bit more. If he Dynamaxes, though, he goes for Max Grass that I'm doing not that much. We're going to click Follow Me. I do kind of like the Rock Slide play, just because if he goes for Max Grass, like, I'm not getting reduced damage output there. So let's click Rock Slide. We obviously run the risk of missing, but I'm gonna just switch out the Chandelure. Okay. So and here comes Lapras. That works out for me. Chandelure and Shift Tree, and then Lapras. Okay, that actually could have been really bad. I'm gonna miss the Lapras. I forgot Shift Tree got Fake Out. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm gonna bop that thing, and I'm gonna be very glad that that worked out the way it did, because now I know Shift Tree gets Fake Out, so that's good. We're gonna click Follow Me, and we're gonna click Rock Slide again. I got lucky. I got really lucky. If she just straight up, you know, Grass moves into, well, you know, it's like, yes, she doesn't know if I'm offensive Togekiss yet, right? That's where Togekiss is so strong, because if I am Togekiss and I'm offensive and I max there, like, you know what I mean? Or just Dazzling Gleam, like Dazzling Gleam was kind of strong there. Either way, great first turn for us. I missed the Lapras, definitely stinks. But I chunked the Shift Tree. I didn't take much damage on my my Togekiss, and I'm free to go for another Rock Slide here. They're gonna max, probably the Lapras, which is fine. Weakness Policy Lapras would be a bit annoying. It's gonna be the Lapras, but it's not the G-Max one, so it doesn't have G-Max Resonance. It's going to set up Rain if it goes for a Water type move. And Lapras on its own isn't super strong. So let's see what the play here is. What is this Shift Tree going to do? I'll follow me. So we redirect any attacks headed towards, you know, Rhyperior here. And let's see. Shift Tree gonna go for the Leaf Storm, so it's a special mixed Shift Tree that's gonna do very little. And what is this? And that's a crit, but that's okay. And what is this Lapras gonna do? Because that's gonna be the big key here. What does this Lapras do? He's gonna Steel Spike. Wow, okay. So that's pretty big. It doesn't actually pick up the KO though. What does Lapras have that has Steel Spike? Like, what is its move? It's not Flash Cannon. Iron Tail? Lapras has a decent attack stat, so we have to be very careful of that. Lapras, Steel Spike. It's physical. So, and that's where that damage on that miss was kind of big. All right, so Rhyperior KOs Shift Tree with Rock Slide. So that miss was kind of big, but it's okay. It is, what is it, Iron Head? Okay, it's Iron Head. So Lapras is Iron Head, and it could be a Dragon Dance variant. We have to be very careful of that. So, Rhyperior's in a peculiar situation now because, yeah, I mean, it's physical though, which means I can max the Rhyperior if I wanted to. Here comes what, the Shandy again? It's the Torkoal. That's actually probably better for me. I just click Rock Slide again then. I'll just let these, I'm fine with a double down here because I think Turtonator can really win this game for me. So let's follow me and let's just Rock Slide again. Or do I... He's gonna get a defense boost if I do that, but either way, I'm still really hitting that Torkoal pretty hard. And Torkoal might try to Solar Beam me, which is a potential issue. I think I'm just gonna click Rock Slide. I still have my max, and I'm gonna hit this Lapras pretty hard, and this Steel Spike is gonna go into Togekiss anyway. Here comes a Protect from the Torkoal. Good play, good play. Okay, so we see the Protect. I'm not as concerned when I still have Turtonator in the back, and I think Turtonator can put in a lot of work in this game, especially if that Lapras isn't able to really get... Here comes the Steel Spike again, so Lapras gonna pick up the Togekiss here. Good prep. Lapras KOs Togekiss with Steel Spike. And gonna get the defense boosts, so my Synergy is not gonna do that much here. I do have the ability though to go into Ninetales and set up a Veil, which I kind of like. I hit that. That's kind of unfortunate. I do hit the Lapras though, and I crit through. Okay, big crit there. Unfortunate for Zoe, but I will take it. Rhyperior KOs Lapras with Rock Slide. So that crit kind of makes up for the miss earlier. You know, if I don't miss earlier, then I would have been fine. I can get rid of the Sun now with Ninetales and just set up Veil, which I kind of like. And that kind of gives Turtonator the chance to come in and just do what it needs to do. So let's go Ninetales. Let's set up the Veil. And then we just click Rock Slide. With Veil, I think I'm okay to take a hit, and I can just Rock Slide everything. Once Rhyperior goes down, then we just go into Turtonator, and we should be able to deal with the Chandelure in that regards. My opponent cannot set up the Sun again, so I think what I'm going to do is we'll just click Veil. Just getting up that Veil, and then I think I'm going to just go for the Rock Slide. I could Dynamax and just max, you know, Quake into Chandelure, and I think we're in good shape if I do that. What's the downside here? Potentially taking an Energy Ball to the face and getting knocked out, but I know I can live one Energy Ball if I go that route. But if she doubles me, I'm just going to Rock Slide. I think Turtonator wins this game, so I'm going to play the Turtonator instead of the Rhyperior here. If she Energy Balls... Okay, so Veil comes up. I'm actually curious if I live this Energy Ball. I think I do from the Chandelure, depending on what its set is. I think that it's going to Heat Wave anyway. Okay. So we see Heat Wave. That's going to knock me to Sash. I'm going to get a nice Rock Slide off. Just don't miss the Chandelure would be nice. Don't miss the Chandelure. Okay. And +2 Torkoal. Okay, we knocked out the Chandelure, so Rhyperior does really well there. Rhyperior KOs Chandelure with Rock Slide. That's good. And Torkoal probably out-flinched him. Okay. So that should be good for us. I think Rhyperior just seals the deal here. Blizzard plus... Blizzard plus... I'm actually curious on this damage. I'm not even going to max. Oh, I'll max. There's no reason not to. We'll just go for the Quake this time. And Blizzard plus Quake should do enough here. And Rhyperior should be able to seal the deal on this match. I don't need Turtonator anymore. And Turtonator in the back can win the game for us. So we should be good to go. That match, we're going to win set 1, which is big for us. Not the greatest you know, showing for me. I forgot Shifter got Fake Out, so that could have been a disastrous start to the game. The Lapras having physically offensive with Steel Spike was kind of scary. We obviously crit to get kind of back into it, which was big. If we didn't get that crit, I think it would have been a much more difficult game. Curious how much this does, actually. It's gonna go from, that did solid 30%. Yeah, and Rhyperior is gonna finish this off. And it's Shookaberry. Oh, that was such good info. So glad I did that. Shookaberry Torkoal. So glad I did that. So Rhyperior picks up 4 KOs. Okay, I'm really glad we got that information. This is why I wanted to play out. We're gonna win 3-0 in set 1. But I have to figure out how I want to approach set 2, because that wasn't as straightforward as I would have liked. Yeah, I think Blastoise could be really strong, but it can't do anything to Lapras. And if she's gonna be maxing Lapras, I need to figure out what I want to do. Do I just stick to the same strategy and say try to beat me? I don't know, because that Fake Out lead is really scary. I'm wondering if I lead. I don't want to set Trick Room. She doesn't have Trick Room herself, so I don't need Trick Room. Like, well, she has Chandelure. This is tough. I'm actually really torn right now. I really told myself that I was gonna go into the game and just basically do the same lead over and over again until she proved that she could beat it. But I'm not super convinced that that's my best strategy right now. I mean, it might not be the worst thing. I just don't want to get hit with a... Well, the thing is, if she Fake Outs... In that same scenario, if Shiftry Fake Outs Rhyperior, then whatever the other attack is still goes into Togekiss. The only time that's an issue is if the other Pokemon in the field can one-shot. Like, the Chandelure Togedemaru situation is scarier, because Chandelure is so strong. And if you Fake Out the yeah, that's really what it comes down to. It's whatever that second Pokemon is. So, I'm actually really torn. I don't know if she thinks I would do the same thing again. I want to, but I'm not sold on that strategy. So I'm gonna lead Togekiss, because I think Togekiss is just a really strong lead regardless. I think Ninetales in the back makes so much sense, especially with what we saw. And I think I just go with the same strategy. I really do. I really do. Because her Trick Room mode's gonna beat mine. Blastoise really does nothing in a situation where there's gonna be Sun, and there's 2 grass types. I think this is my best 4, so I'm gonna rock with it and stick to my original game plan here, and just hope I don't get caught off guard on that Fake Out again, because we know the Togedemaru. I just hope she doesn't lead Chandelure. Like, Chandelure did nothing in that game, so maybe she'll be less likely to do that. There's also a really crazy strategy where she could utilize Chandelure's Flash Fire with Torkoal's Lava Plume. I don't know if she's going to do that. Obviously, Torkoal's slower. But in a scenario where Chandelure Trick Rooms and Torkoal Lava Plumes, like, that's a thing. But we did not see a Sash in the Chandelure. I straight up one-shot that. So, we'll have to see what she's going to do. I mean, Togekiss is really strong redirecting here. And I never used my max. Like, I was able to get through that without using my Turtonator, and I think Turtonator is so good in this matchup. Because Torkoal can't do anything to it. Shiftry's barely doing anything. We saw its special Shiftry. Lapras is doing nothing. Like, it might have max Quake, but it's not really that big of a deal. And if I can control the weather like I did in that game, we're going to be in good shape. So, let's stick to the original strategy. I think, Rhyperior picking up 4 KOs in game 1 was really big. After missing a Rock Slide and then having to crit through it, so we kind of bounced back after a miss. But let's see what she's going to lead with. It really just depends on this lead. She probably doesn't expect me to do the same thing, but... And I can max out of the Rhyperior as I did. I chose not to in the first game, but let's see. Shiftry, Chandelure. So she's going to stick to the same thing. Okay. Shiftry, Chandelure. Okay. Then I'm going to do what I did. I'm just going to Earthquake this time instead, I think. Because... Okay, if Shiftry, here's the thing. If Shiftry Fake Outs Togekiss and the Chandelure Energy Balls Rhyperior, that's where this is a bad situation for me, right? So, that is where this is like a terrible scenario for me. So, like, what is my play there? I just sack off Ninetales? I don't want to lose Rhyperior this early in the match. That's why I have Protect. Let's go... I think she's gonna stay in. I'm gonna Protect. I'm gonna double Protect. I wanna see what she wants to do. This is a really scary scenario. She switched out the Chandelure again! Into the Togi D this time, though. Okay. Okay, so I still have one Fake Out. But now I gotta deal with another one. Rhyperior has to switch out anyway unless I max out of it. Here comes the Fake Out. Into what, though? Into this. Okay. So, it makes a little bit more sense. Okay, is there any reason why I don't just Degleam here or Air Slash the Shift Tree just to hit it? I'm gonna Degleam to break a potential Sash. And I'm gonna predict and go out into Turtonator, I think. Or I can go Ninetales here, which isn't terrible. I mean, a Leaf Storm into that slot could be bad. I think I go Turt. Because in my mind, she's gonna Fake Out. I might also follow me in case there's an issue here, but I could deal with a potential Zing Zap. Yeah, I'm gonna stick to that, and I'm gonna switch out and go into Turtonator. Because I think Rhyperior is really good here, and I think Turtonator can do a lot of damage with Heat Wave right now. So let's get that in, and we'll see what this Togedemaru is gonna do. Is it gonna go for the Zing Zap here? Is it just gonna Fake Out into something? Just gonna max the Shift Tree. Okay. I don't think she maxes Togedemaru, does she? I mean, I just Dazzling Gleam to break a Sash. She's gonna max the Togi. Okay. So, she's gonna go for the Max Lightning into... That's honestly not that bad, though. Like, Turtonator is really good in this situation, so... Fake Out. It fails, because I switched. And here comes the Max Overgrowth. Okay. I didn't even know this thing got... It's probably Seed Bomb. And that's gonna do nothing. That was a really good switch on our end, then. Okay, cool. Now I'm in a situation where I think I protect Togekiss, and it's Life Orb Togedemaru. Okay, we're getting some insight here. That was a really good Dazzling Gleam as well. And we're gonna see some Grassy Terrain recovery. Now, I'm in a situation where I can... I mean, I think I protect Togekiss and either Max Flare the Togedemaru just to get rid of it. She's not gonna switch that slot out. If I Max Flare it, am I one-shotting it? It's gonna be no offensive investment. Heat Wave, if it's Dynamax and I Max Flare, I think I'm picking up this KO here. So I think I go for it. Shift Tree is not an issue to me. So I'm going to protect my Togekiss, and I'm going to Dynamax and Max Flare into the Togedemaru. And I think after Life Orb Recoil, it should go down. I'm not concerned about the Shift Tree at this point. And if I can pick up her Max here, we're gonna put ourselves in a really powerful position if I get this KO. And my calc is saying that Turtonator should pick up the KO. It's 87 to 104 on Dynamax offensive Togedemaru, and I'm thinking it's pretty offensive. Like, probably, and it's Life Orb, so it's gonna take a hit of Life Orb here as well. So, I'm gonna protect, because I think she's gonna Zing Zap into it, or Max Lightning into the Togekiss. That's what I would do. They're just gonna Steel Spike into it, so that's fine. Same deal. It gives her a defense boost, but that's okay. That's not really relevant here. That's gonna be Iron Head, we assume. And she's gonna take recoil, and then I'm really curious how much this is gonna do. Because that is gonna be really close. It's gonna be Dig Shift Tree. That's for max moves. So mix Shift Tree, which is fine, I didn't target it. I can follow me on the next turn to redirect that. Pick up the KO. Turn back turtles, baby. Turtonator KOs Togedemaru with Max Flare. Good stuff. All right, Togi D's gone. And I have 2 turns of Dynamax, and there's a digging Shift Tree that does nothing to me right now. So, that was a really good turn of events. How does she stop Turtonator at this point? I don't know if she does. I almost am, like, tempted to let the Shift Tree hit me, but I think I just sack off my... I think I just sack off Togekiss here. Chandelure probably comes in, goes for, a Fire-type move. I can live 1 because I'm specially defensive. I can take the hit. Dig does nothing here. And actually, Shift Tree's gonna go first, so Shift Tree's turn is wasted in this situation if I follow me. So I think we're just gonna follow me. Shift Tree can waste its turn. I don't care about Shift Tree. That thing can sit all there. Yeah, good. Okay, we're gonna get a nice Max Overgrowth off then. All right, we're gonna follow me. Actually, yeah, we're just gonna follow me to redirect that Dig. We're gonna get a nice Max Overgrowth off into this Lapras slot. With Grassy Terrain as well. Maybe Max Flare's stronger. I didn't calc. I should have calced. Max Flare might actually be stronger. Let me look. If I go for Max Solar Beam, Sun, and Grassy Terrain, What does more here? Solar Beam does more. Solar Beam does more. Okay. Gonna take this dig because Shift Tree is faster because of the sun. Yep, and that's gonna do nothing, which is good. And Lapras probably goes for Iron Head. Okay, very good prep though. Physical Lapras, very good strategy. I'm super glad that I didn't have to deal with Lilligant yet, and that's Shift Tree instead, because I was very scared about whether I bring the Citrus Berry or whether I bring the Safety Goggles. This is gonna be really strong here. That is Assault Vest Lapras if I've ever seen it. It's gotta be AB, right? Turtonator, what are you thinking? That has gotta be... It's 60%. It's gotta be Assault Vest. Yeah, I think I got a good roll on Assault Vest. So now I think I just D-Gleam. Because, like, what is Shift Tree gonna do? And, like, what is Lapras gonna do, right? Like, let's just D-Gleam and then Overgrowth. Because, like, Shift Tree going for Dig and a Turtonator is gonna do nothing. Like, she's not gonna get the double KO. And Dig is 2 turns, so if she wants to Dig, she knows it's not a good strategy. She's got to, like, Leaf Storm or Dark Pulse or whatever it is in a Turtonator. And Turtonator don't care. You hit me with a super effective move, I'm just going to be boosted, right? So, at this point in the match, it's just controlling the weather. Once Lapras is gone, I know Ninetales destroys the Shift Tree, so that's why I haven't cared about the Shift Tree. And the last Mon is the Chandelure. And Shift Tree gets Heat Wave? Bro, I would have never guessed in a million years Shift Tree got Heat Wave. Never would have guessed in a million years. All right, well, Togekiss picking up the KO there. First KO of the season, I believe. KOs Shift Tree with D-Gleam. Here comes the Freeze Dry. I think I live this. Togekiss is stupid bulky, guys. It's stupid bulky, and that extra chip damage from our turtle should be good to go to knock out this Lapras here, especially with the terrain. Good stuff. Turtonator KOs Lapras with Max Overgrowth. And all that's left is Chandelure. We put her in a situation where all she has left is the Chandelure, and I still have one more turn of Max, which means that for differential purposes, I am actually going to protect. Oh, I actually, that's my last turn of Max. I think I protect Togekiss here first, just in case she tries to target, and then I just Draco Meteor into Chandelure. We're looking at differential, right? That's the thing. But we have this. Ninetales comes in, wins the game. You know, I probably actually swap. There's probably a chance I swap out Togekiss here after this turn into Ninetales to continue the preserve differential. Shadow Ball into Togekiss. Yeah, okay, good. So that was the right play. Draco does connect. I don't think this is gonna KO. It'll be close, depending on if she's got bulk investment. It does not pick up the KO, very close. But now I'm in a situation where, honestly, we just make a nice little swap here. Do I still have Sun? Can I just Solar Beam at this point? No, it's too risky. We just Draco again then. Okay, so then all I'm gonna do now is I am gonna switch out into Ninetales. It's gonna give me weather control, and then I'm just gonna Draco Meteor again into the Chandelure, and that should kind of finish things up. I know I can live one hit because I am Focus Sash, so if she does target down the Ninetales slot, I do guarantee live. Change the weather, you know, hit that Chandelure with a little bit of chip damage, and that should be game. So definitely a good game with Zoe. I gotta tell you, that was a little scary though. It was a little scarier than I would have initially kind of thought. Just because those Fake Out users, I got kind of caught off guard about Shift Tree. I probably should have done a little bit more research on Shift Tree. Turtonator is gonna seal the deal here, which is nice. So Turtonator KOs Chandelure with Draco Meteor. And we basically had a, you know, Rhyperior is officially a turtle now, and it has been added to the turtle squad. And Turtonator continues to Turtonator. Turtonator leads the team in KOs, by the way, by a lot. So that's kind of crazy. But honestly, a great showing from Zoe. Again, that first couple turns with the Fake Out was really sketchy. I knew that things like Chandelure were very scary. She definitely, you know, had the surprise factor going for her, I think, especially with some of those Dynamax options. Really didn't expect things like the Togedemaru to Dynamax, so I think that that's something that could be really strong. I am surprised that she did not play to her strength. I think Lilligant with Sleep Powder was a really good way to try to win this game for her. And I also think that trying to utilize the Torkoal a little bit differently could have been good. But obviously she went with a more supportive set. But the reality of it is, Togekiss, I know it hasn't done a lot offensively, but it really, really was tough for Zoe to deal with in this match. And you saw just how good it is. being able to alternate simply between follow me and protect. And then if it needs to attack with things like Dazzling Gleam to potentially break sashes or sturdy, it can do that as well. So Togekiss really solid there. But our Tyranitar, dude. Our turtle's just doing what they do best. And I think he is a turtle, guys. I don't know about you guys, but I think there's 3 turtles in front of me, and the turn back turtles are pumped to pick up another W. So be sure to hit that like button down below, guys, if you enjoyed this week of the WBE. Next week, we're taking on In Vivid Color. He's got a very interesting team with like Paulisand and Selgor. So make sure you guys check that out if you have not, or get ready to check that out. And if you want to go see the team builder, see my in-depth stuff, you can see that in the description below. And of course, don't forget to pick up your Minnesota Vikavolts gold foil shirt. I'm really surprised, guys. You got to pick one up, man. This design is incredible. And again, we're only making 200 all time. So I would really appreciate you guys picking one up if you haven't yet. And thank you guys for watching. Like the video, subscribe if you guys are new. Minnesota Vikavolts are 3-1 and right in the thick of the playoff chase. 6 games left of the season. I think, you know, we're going to try to win out. So let's do that. Let's keep it rocking. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. If you enjoyed this video, I'm sure you're going to love this video. However, YouTube thinks that you're going to like this video. So check out one of the 2 videos and have yourself an awesome day. Peace.